If you got a problem with the boy, come see me. Used to wanna be more in a free state. All you little kids selling out, no eBay. You be telling lies on the low, no cheapskate, believe me. But I'ma do my own thing, peace sake. He say don't call, just chat me. Kinda busy, so we get it in the backseat. Rise done, girl, what you thought it was a taxi? I mean, that's me, but I digress. Flight to the coast, let my eyes rest. Ting blonde on my phone, she's a side quest. My next car better hover like a skyjet. Let homeboy drop, need a pilot. Yeah, we drive you crazy. Make a hit after hit on the daily. I'ma run it till I'm...
What up, y'all? These are the 3 biggest mistakes that are killing your gains in the gym. First, split hopping. Genuinely, almost every split works. It all comes down to staying consistent with it. If you keep hopping split to split, you'll end up either neglecting certain muscle groups or overtraining others. Just pick one and stay consistent with it for at least like 6 months. Personally, I'd recommend push-pull legs or push-pull legs Arnold. Next, prioritizing progression over form. If your form is falling apart just to hit another rep, you're genuinely missing the point. Just lower the weight and control every rep. Make sure you're actually targeting the muscle you want to grow instead of letting other muscle groups take over. Progressive overload only works if you're progressing with good form. Finally, the most common mistake I see beginners doing is doing 1,000,000 exercises for the same muscle group. Just pick 2 exercises, for example, preacher curls and hammer curls, and focus on progressing on those 2 over time. For most muscle groups, you don't need more than 2 movements, unless it's like a major muscle group like back, where you'll probably need like 3 to 4. But fix these 3 mistakes and stay consistent, and then watch your gains double. If you think your legs are just bad genetics, watch this. Everyone says legs are my strongest body part now, but this was me 2 years into lifting. I was out here looking like Mitch from Paranorman. The truth is, I barely trained legs, and I'd put all my energy into upper body because that's what I enjoyed. And I convinced myself my legs were just not built to grow. Once I actually started taking leg day seriously and training them with the same intensity and consistency as everything else, they completely transformed. My physique as a whole looked more balanced, more aesthetic, and honestly just flowed way better. Are genetics a factor? Of course, but before you blame your genetics, make sure you've actually given your legs a real chance to grow.
Every night are we paradise seems so far away. Still try to buy myself.
Y'all, I've been sleeping on this split for way too long and I don't know why. I was honestly being stubborn and convinced push-pull legs Arnold was the best split because I've been doing it for the past 2 years. But after finally running push-pull legs upper lower, I see what the hype's about. You get the frequency of a 6-day split, better recovery throughout the week, every muscle group gets trained twice, you don't feel beat up by the end of the week, and it's easier to progressive overload and recover. If you can consistently train for 5 days a week, this is definitely the split I'd recommend for you. If you think there's a better 5-day split out there, let me know in the comments.
Too hype in the party, feeling like my birthday. I've been dancing all night with a bottle in my hand and a smile on my face. And we got a few more on the way, got a couple more on the way, got a couple more on the way. I can feel a good time coming, city on the popping.
Bro, no way people are still doing a million exercises for biceps. These are the only 2 exercises you need, and I'm gonna be giving you alternatives so you have no excuse. First, preacher curls. These are extremely stable and one of the best movements for training your biceps in the lengthened position. These help build a better bicep peak. Obviously, your peak's genetics, but if you have bigger biceps, your peak's gonna be bigger as well. If your gym doesn't have preacher curls, then do a Bayesian curl on the cables instead. Next, hammer curls, either cables or dumbbells. These hit your brachialis, which basically just helps with bicep width and helps your arm look thicker from the front. And that's literally all you need. You don't need a million different exercises. Just do one in the lengthened position and then the other one for thickness, and then that's it.